Hello, if anybody's up there. I'm trying to update this video and see if I can see everybody. And of course, it's just spinning and spinning. Let's try this again. Hi. Hi, Rachel. I'm having to look on my iPad because my phone's trying to be... There, it worked. Cool. I got 4 little eyeballs. Okay. Hi. I'm Vicki with GNR Design. I'm trying to get my phone up and running. Y'all, I did not do a camera check before to make sure that everybody could see me. And I don't have Jim out here yet with me, so be patient with me a minute. I see Luann and I see Rachel. Hi, Luann. It looks okay? I look okay? Okay. Because I didn't take the time to make sure the camera was set right. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. I'm Vicki with GNR Design, and tonight I'm going to be working on a Scarecrow Wreath. Hi, Lisa. When you come into the video, if you would leave me a comment and say hi so that I know that you're here and I can acknowledge that you're here, and I appreciate y'all being here. Otherwise, I don't know who's watching. This is our little centerpiece that we are using for the Scarecrow face. This was made by Luann White with Little Valley Crafts. Luann, if I did not say that right, please correct me. But she has these, a whole bunch of different ones listed in her Etsy shop. She does great work. So that's what I'm going to be using. That's my inspiration for the wreath. So I'm just going to go through real quick the materials. This is not going to be a real long video. I don't want to keep you guys on here too long, and I'm hearing nowadays that Facebook does not like it, so we're going to zoom through this. But I have a burlap colored work wreath form. These have 19 twist ties on them. That's what I'm using for the form for the wreath. Here's my, and you see the mesh that I have cut. This is a poly jute burlap color mesh. I don't remember how many I cut. A bunch. I have a yellow fabric mesh. I love this stuff. It's so easy to work with. And it's the bright yellow. It matches the face really well. And then I'm going to add in some of the frayed end burlap, just to give it that kind of rustic scarecrowy look. And when I was working on putting this little design together last night, I kept thinking, he needs a hat. Well, I couldn't find a hat. So me and my craftiness, I made me a scarecrow hat. It's not perfect, but I mean, scarecrow hats aren't supposed to be perfect, right? So I think it'll work. We're going to add that in. I'm going to try. It's got the little sunflower on it. Kind of goes with the little sign. Yes, I love the poly jute mesh. It stands up really well. These are my ribbon choices. I have a blue denim. It matches the little ring on his hat. So I chose that. And then the candy corn color stripe. And this time I didn't have normally I use a 2.5 inch ribbon and a 1.5 inch, but I didn't have any that I liked. So all my ribbons are 1.5 inch. They're cut 14 inches long. And we're gonna see how it turns out. It'll show more of the mesh for sure, but I got another little trick I'm using on the mesh this time, so I think it'll be all right. So that's one of my ribbon choices, the striped and the burlap, or the blue. And then this is the other one, and it's the black and white houndstooth and the candy corn. And I'm really tickled about the candy corn. It looks so cute because it goes really good with his little nose that's a candy corn. I'm trying to catch y'all's comments. Jim's supposed to come out here and help me, but you know. Hi, Trudy. So anyway, like I said, this is gonna be quick. The thing that I discovered about these particular signs is, I don't know how Luann makes them. She can explain the details. I'm not a painter. She does great work, that's all I know. But it's a little bigger than your typical wreath sign. So it comes with, when I ordered it, it came with 4 little holes perfectly spaced around it. Well, when I got to looking at it, I thought, and maybe this is the plan all along, I don't know. It would work better if I put this sign in the center of the wreath like this. So I had Jim add some more holes for me, and I'm going to secure it, because these wreath forms, I know I have a whole bunch of wreath makers on here, but if there is anybody that's not a wreath maker, I'm going to go through the process just because. And I usually do save these videos over to my YouTube channel as well, so I think sometimes I get some people on there that are they're DIYers and not wreath makers as a profession, so I'm trying to go through the details. So the wreath form has 3 rings on it. The center ring is where I'm going to be attaching my sign, which is not typical. Usually you attach it to the top ring. So we'll see how that works. But I think it will work really well because it'll be kind of set in, and then the mesh and the burlap and stuff will be sprinkled around. We'll see. I may be completely wrong. I don't know. I can always change it. So anyway, now I'm trying to see who I got on here. I got Luann, I got Trudy. I think I seen some gym guy. But I don't know. So anyway, I'm putting my little pipe cleaners, because I'm gonna put the sign on first, which is also different. Normally, I normally put the sign on after I have the mesh added in, but I'm not going to do it that way this time. Let's just hope I don't completely screw this up right here, live on Facebook. Oh well. I got 6 eyes, now I got 5 eyes. Nobody likes me, everybody's leaving. Oh well. So I hear that Luann Douglas just used one of these signs to make a wreath. I didn't get to see her video. I bet it turned out perfect. She's very good. I'll have to catch the replay of that. You attach it from the back, the very back ring. That would work. I'm going to try the center ring. Hi, Shirley. Thank you. Well, we're going to see how this goes because, like I said, I've not done it before. Not with this kind of technique anyway. I'm going to be using the ruffle method on the mesh. I'll show you how this looks when I get it all put together. I should have had these little things all tied in there, but I didn't get that far. I bet she did do a wonderful job. Hi, honey. I'm okay.
I get logged in and everything, and I was all thinking something else.
You was starting my fire and my dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll see you.
I'll be here in a minute.
All right. And if you guys would, I know I'm not supposed to say this live on a video with Facebook, but I'm gonna share the video, show me some love. I would certainly appreciate it. Helps me get my reach out a little bit. Makes Facebook happy. A flatter ring, but yeah. Oh, it would work anyway, either way. I just wanted to try it this way because I honestly, sometimes I struggle with, when I do the ruffle method or the poof method, putting the signs, no matter what the size is, on this center one and then having to fight to keep all the mesh and the ribbons pushed back so that it doesn't fall down on your sign. So I thought, well, this one's big enough. I'm going to try it this way. We'll see what happens. So anyway, I've got all my pipe cleaners. And the other reason I thought this would work well is on a ruffle method wreath, I'm always a little concerned that between the bottom ring and the outer ring, there's no mesh in here unless you use, a different technique. It can sometimes separate a little bit and look a little thin. So I'm going to use the pipe cleaners that I attached the sign with to add in extra pieces of mesh. And we'll see how that works. The cool thing is, right now I don't have to worry about that center bar to start with and tie them on there to give it a little bit more stability. And it'll give me another place to put some extra mesh. But while I'm doing this, I'm not catching the comments, guys. Yeah. I saw the little sign that you made. You might, I don't know if you can or not, post it in the comments of this live, but the one that was the, it looks like a mummy. That was adorable. Very cute. So we'll see. You know, it's going to look different when I get it turned over. So are you guys all safe and not in the path of this hurricane that's coming through? I don't know where everyone's at, but it looked like North Carolina, I guess, now is really going to get hit hard. I've only been, oh, I got that one twisted. I've only been in one hurricane many years ago when we lived in Tampa, Florida, and they're scary. I think. Hi, Dina. Dina, you're in Texas, right? Hey, I also wanted to mention, for anybody that's on here that is a wreath maker, or has, it doesn't have to be just wreaths. I started a new group, and it's called Reinventing Grandma with GNR Design. And it is aimed at the, okay, we'll say more mature people like me, grandma aged or older, not kids, that has a small business, specifically wreath makers, but like I said, doesn't have to be. That it's just basically for support, for to support each other and share tips and things like that. My business page, I have another group that's for my wreath customers, and I thought it would just be fun to have a group that was for wreath makers. So if y'all want to go join that, I would love it. And this one, it's just going to have to come through. So see, now I have 12 extra pipe cleaners that I can add mesh in if I feel like it's too thin. You qualify, Luann. I'm 59 also. I'll be 60 in a month. Ugh, that's a big one. But anyway, so now we're going to go ahead and add the mesh and see how it turns out. I like that though. It kind of sets down and then you don't have to fight pushing that sign down between the mesh. So, now I'm going to have to move some things around, y'all. I made a little bow because I thought, you know, scarecrows need little bow ties, so we'll see if I like that. It has some other embellishments over here, but I don't know if I'll use them. We'll see. Right now, I'm going to move this so I can start working on the mesh. You are more than welcome to join. We would love to have you. I cut this mesh at, it's 10-inch mesh. I cut it at 20 inches. I think that'll be fine. And I'm just ruffling it. I'll show you what it looks like. Working my fingers down the center of the mesh. To give it sort of the little bow tie look. And then just find an empty tie. Well, right now they're all empty. And twist it in. Just give it a couple little twists. And then, you know, after you get it all in, you have to come back and fluff and fluff. I'm gonna, as I go through here though, I'm gonna try to kind of rotate. I don't have the same number of any of them, and honestly, I don't remember how many I cut of each of them. So I'm just gonna scatter it throughout. Oh, I should have used some raffia. I thought of that earlier and, you know, spaced it. We're going to call it. I had a senior moment, I guess. But I wanted to use the frayed burlap because I really like the look that it gives a wreath, especially a fall wreath. And this wreath form is the pencil wreath form, and it's not my favorite. I like the other ones with the fat ties better. But it'll have to do because it's the only one I had in the right color. But absolutely, you are more than welcome to join. The more the merrier. Boy, that yellow is just perfect for that face. So here's how it's turning out. I think I could keep working my sign this way and you're not seeing it. It will be full by the time I get it all on here. So I'm just going to keep working around. I usually start on the bottom, but I did not this time. Oh well. I have 8 people. I'm not sure who all's on here, but thank you for coming into the video. Welcome. If you are new to my page, my name is Vicki. The name of my business is G&R Design. And I make wreaths and floral arrangements and whatever happens to, apparently I make scarecrow hats too. Whatever happens to strike my fancy that day. And I just love to share what little I know. Thank you, Luann. I do enjoy it. And it, you know, I have found in this, since I started making wreaths, which I guess I've been making wreaths about 3 years now, that there's so much more that you can always learn. Your style changes, or mine has anyway. But I enjoy it. So how many of you guys do make wreaths or have a small business a creative business of some sort? I know Luann does. Hi, Melinda. I believe Melinda does. I'm not sure who else is on here. Dina does. The pine, yes, I like the pine bases. I like using those pine bases for anything. You can use them for all seasons too. I got to get busy and get some ordered for Christmas. I only got a couple. I had posted a couple of different wreaths a couple of days ago and I may have to cut more mesh, wow, that I did last year, and both of those were made on no, I think just the Merry Christmas Y'all was made on a pine base. You can go back and look at that picture. It was on a pine base, and it had a burlap garland in it. Yeah, I've seen your pictures of the stuff you've been making for the wedding, Luann. Oh my gosh. Neither one of my daughters are married, and when that happens, I do dread it. I like using the pine teardrop swags too. That's what, I'm not sure if y'all can see that one. That's what that one up there is made on. But my go-to is usually grapevine. Okay, Lisa, thanks for popping in. Well, this is gonna be full. Okay, I guess I should move my camera back down here so y'all can see what I'm actually doing. Is that good? So here we got the outer ring all in. Now I'm gonna go to the bottom ring, and then these extras that I filled in on that middle ring, if I feel like I don't need them all, I can just trim them off, because I don't know that I will. We'll see. I'm gonna start with the yellow. I got 5 people, is that all? I'll tell you what, trying to get people on your page is always a challenge. But I appreciate y'all being here. How are you guys doing, Rachel? Are you guys safe from the hurricane? Everybody in Florida? Rachel is my cousin's daughter, and they all live in Florida. And I was a bit worried about them a couple days ago. I pop up and down. How am I popping up and down? Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you guys are all safe. How am I popping up and down, honey? Have you been watching the video?
I've been listening.
Oh, with numbers. She's talking about with numbers. Duh. Oh, yeah, I know.
She's talking about people watching, I think.
Yeah. That's okay. I don't care. You can't worry about it.
Melinda shared your stream.
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, here's how it's looking. We're adding it around the bottom ring. It's going to be nice and full.
Both Luann's are talking about 59 and 60. They don't realize they're still kids.
Do I have both Luann's on here?
Yes, you do.
Oh, hi. Thank you,
Wait a
Rachel, for
minute.
sharing.
Wait a minute.
I
You
don't
got
think
Luann
so.
White.
I didn't see Luann Douglas.
Oh, she said, Luann White said, I am 59. Do I qualify? I would love to join. And then she said 60 in February. I'm sure she's talking about your grandma.
Yeah, she's talking about the group, yes. I saw that. I saw those comments come through.
Okay, so Jim's
I
Wait.
see you see the comments a few minutes. Well, I do too.
I see him before you
Yeah.
do, and But I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I just seen 59 and 60 and thought it was two different Luann's.
No, I don't think Luann Douglas has popped on. She just finished up a live herself. Hi, Sherry. Thank you for sharing. Oh, I got 11.
See, I don't see Sherry.
Shit. Oh, maybe I'm seeing them before you. Are you on the network out here instead of the house network?
No, probably not.
That's probably why. I'm running slow. I don't want two yellows right beside each
Probably
other.
not. No, right now.
Oh, there's Luann Douglas. Hi, Luann Douglas. Hi, Luann White. The Luanns. Luann, are you loving this weather? It has been so nice and cool here in Indiana, you guys. Hi, Deborah from Cincinnati. I used to live in Cincinnati when I was, oh my gosh, 5 maybe? 6? I don't know. Little.
Back when they discovered the pyramids.
Oh, shut up.
What the heck?
It was actually chilly here this morning. It was, I'm not ready for that. But it's been very, very nice. In the mid-70s, I think. Jim's got a fire going outside.
Jim is experiencing some technical
He's
difficulties.
experiencing technical difficulties. Hot and humid in Texas. Air off and yeah. I love that when you can have the windows and the doors open. Save you some money too, huh?
Oh, Luann
What's
White,
wrong?
stop saying that. You make me jealous. 25 wild turkeys.
What?
She said she had
Oh.
25 wild turkeys foraging under an apple tree on her farm.
Oh,
Good thing we bought
wow.
apple trees.
Yeah. Jim, he likes to go turkey hunting.
Oh, yeah.
We have wild squirrels and chipmunks. Oh my God. We have caught, and he's had to get rid of, so many chipmunks. I can't believe it. I don't know where. They must like really reproduce.
Don't divulge anything extra.
I don't know where they come from. They're just like everywhere. We have chipmunks, we have squirrels, we have bunnies.
Yeah,
We spotted a hawk.
I have to occasionally run off a couple of hawks.
We have those Canadian geese.
Oh, now those, we're going to find out what they taste like.
Aww.
Anybody with a good recipe for Canadian geese?
You've been decorating for Halloween? Oh, well look, I went and got a fall door hanger out of storage, but I haven't yet got it on my door.
Oh, did you tell them about what we got out in the barn?
Oh no, that we have a barn cat that Jim adopted that keeps away the mice and all, you know, and she's a good kitty. Well, she had kitties, so now we have baby kitties out there.
Got a gray and a calico and 2 black. Luann Douglas says we have squirrels, chipmunks, deer, hawks, eagles. We don't have the eagles. We got all the rest. I've seen deer on the property before too.
I've seen
Yeah.
deer print you know,
I
book
s-
prints.
Well, we've seen him at the front,
Yeah,
prints at the front
like on our
door,
front
but
porch.
I've physically seen one run across the back.
I've never seen a deer out here.
Luann White said you could do the goose like turducken, you know, like the turkey with chicken. That's a thought.
You can't do that.
And Dina says daughter's birthday month.
Ollie hasn't seen the kitties yet.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
only
we
like a
haven't
week
showed Ollie yet.
old, and we're afraid to bring them up yet. But they get a little bit bigger, he's gonna love them.
Oh yeah, Ollie will think they're the greatest. I have to use your glue gun later to fix Ollie's pumpkin.
Okay. Dina, yeah, your daughter's birthday's October, right?
Luann White said we had that with Siamese years ago, so we have lots of them.
Yeah.
Lots of kitties. There's one gray out of that mix that is pure gray, and that's probably going to be my barn kitty fill-in.
Yeah, the wreath is getting really full.
I was just getting ready to tell you that.
I hope that I haven't sunk that face in too much. I'll just pull the mesh back. It's getting really full. I don't think I'm going to need all those ties around the outside or the middle ring.
That's going together pretty quick, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. He's so cute.
I want to see the mummy.
Yeah. Yeah, that mummy face was cool. I need to move on from fall stuff, though. It's time to start working on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me see. Let me adjust the camera. Isn't he cute?
That's
I love
awesome.
the touches of yellow in it. Yeah, that's cute. Now let me see if I need to. There's a few spots I think I'll add on that middle ring a little bit more mesh, because they're, from where I stand, I can see it. Y'all can't, but if you were looking at it here, between these two rings, I've got the extra pipe cleaners, and I'm just going to add a couple more pieces in places where it looks a little bit thin, because I already cut it.
Luann said it's looking so cute, and Shirley Rogers says, "Oh,
Yeah, it is looking cute. He's turning out cute.
well, thank you." But what about the wreath?
They're not talking about you, honey.
Oh, sorry.
They would think that if you'd ever get behind the camera. Y'all, I've been trying to get Jim to agree to
Get in front of the camera.
get in front of the camera and either me show him how to make a bow or a wreath. And he's not.
Oh, honey, I'll make anything you want to make. And the power goes out.
But he did put me a bunch of new shelves up, so that's all right. I'll make the wreaths for now.
And you didn't even ask for them.
Yeah, I'm always asking for more shelves.
Yeah, but I mean, I just try to give you what I, after 35 years, I know you need from osmosis. And mine being,
Is that how you did it with Mod Podge? She made the mummy face with Mod Podge.
well, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that if you do a live on it.
Now, wait a minute. That's how my mom told me that I was made. But maybe that wasn't.
Dina said, just got a few Christmas wreath attachments. She needs to get busy.
Yeah, I have not made the first Christmas wreath, and I also have a few attachments, and I've got several things. You know, that's the best time to buy things is at the end of the season when everything's on clearance. I did do that, so I have a lot from last year.
And you've seen where Luann White said that she was hoping to do a quick live on how to
Yeah,
Mod
that's what I
Podge.
was. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That would be super cool. I'm adding more of this frayed burlap in because Luann's talking to you. Because of the frays. Because I've got some spots over here that it just needs more of that kind of rusticy scarecrow look.
Now, Luann, that's a cool idea, Luann. She said they bought a construction office trailer and waiting for the bank to agree to sell a semi-trailer, and they'll combine and move their business out of the house.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I'm waiting for Jim to move out of the barn so I can have it.
She keeps telling me she's waiting on me to move out of the house too, so she has more room.
He has given me most of the garage is now mine.
Honey, I'd give you anything you want.
And he's
But
working
then my
on me a
power-
room in the barn, at least for storage. So, I mean, eventually, you know.
Luann said the fray burlap is cute.
Thank you. I liked it. I like that kind of a touch. So I probably am not going to end up using all of the extra ties that I added. Because I don't think it's going to need them.
He's actually working on half the barn for her, so she has storage and place to display things. And
Yeah, eventually I would like to have little pop-up shops back there.
Luann Douglas said she needs a bigger she shed because Cheryl said so.
Yeah, yeah. I need a she shed.
That's great, Vic. That's wonderful.
I need a she shed.
I'll make you a she or she shed, honey. And we don't even have to call the insurance company.
Cheryl's got struck by lightning though.
So now both Luann's are on.
Yes, I believe so. And Dina said something about Dollar Tree pizza pans. Well, those would be big.
I didn't see Dina's.
These are, I think she starts with a charger plate. It's what it looks like to me. Is that right, Luann? Luann White. If you can, you should drop a link to your Facebook page in here so they know how to find you if anyone is interested in your signs.
I'll be back in a minute, honey.
All right. He's getting really cool. I have to kind of step back and look, y'all. And we're gonna put it on my easel so that I can get a better look because let's see. It's hard to see from over there. Looking pretty full. I want one right here. And I think we're good. And I can add the ribbons. So I apparently cut a little bit more than I need. It's turning out really big. What I've been trying to do on these ruffle methods, you know how your mesh, well, I don't know, if you're a wreath maker, kind of curls when you get to the end of it. I just kind of crimp that in and let it curl under because it helps with the fraying. Y'all probably know that. But if you don't, there's your tip. Okay, I think we're good. Let me see if I've got him straight where y'all can see me cute. So now I'm going to go through and add my ribbons, and these extra little pipe cleaners, I'm just going to fold those down under, because I don't think I might put one right there. Just one more. Isn't that how we all are? Just one more. I just need one more. I'm going to use this one. You know, when you get to the end of a roll of this mesh, it is super curly, and it's a little bit harder to ruffle. So we got it. Yeah, I'm liking this guy. He is super cute, and it's quick. They're quick to make. And you know, if you're not a wreath maker, this is an easy DIY. You can get similar items from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. The sign you'd have to contact Luann. She sells them on her Etsy store. I do know that. And if you don't have that sign, there's all kinds of stuff out there, but it's an easy method. The ruffle method is an easy wreath to make. And I always get this screwed up. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go back through now and add some ribbon. And I'm gonna be pushing these things back off his face, I can tell, and this burlap, the frays wanna go everywhere. So anyway, I got a little bit extra, but it's all right. We'll use it on something. So I'm gonna go show these ribbons again because I know a few people came in after the video started. These, I'm only using 1.5" ribbons instead of, typically I would use 2 2.5 and 2 1.5. Well, I didn't have the colors that I wanted, so I'm only using 1.5, and I've got the candy corn colored stripes and a blue denim that matches his little hat that we will try to get on at the end. And that's one set of my ribbons, and the other is right here. And then we have the candy corn ribbon that matches his little nose and the black and white houndstooth. So, I mean, not having the 2.5 is probably going to make it look a little thinner, but I think it'll be fine. You had her she bought the sign to make. Oh, that would be cute. I've seen those. I've never tried making one. But this time, normally I would open these twist ties and lay my ribbons down in and twist them back. This time I'm not going to, because I did cut my ribbons long. I'm going to lay them right on top of the twist and put another twist on it, because I think they are plenty long. And I don't like the little twist ties that's on this kind of wreath. I usually go back through after my wreath is done and either twist them down low or where they can't be seen, tuck them in, or I just cut them off, because I'm not usually a big fan of those kind of ties. They're stiffer and it's not what I like. So, hi Ginger. So sorry I'm so late. It's okay. Oh, those babies come first. I understand, girl. I get it. I just got Oliver delivered home right before I came live. I had all this stuff prepped because I knew I wanted to come on at 7, and I just got back at 6:30. So I know the babies come first. Yeah, you can catch the replay. So I'm going to show you this ribbon combination, and I'm kind of trying to bend them down so they stay away from his face. But yeah, that's cute, right? What do y'all think? So I'm going to just rotate back and forth the different combinations all the way around the wreath on the top ring and then on the bottom. And like I said, I'm not going to use a lot of extra embellishments on this. I've been trying to, on some of my items, on some of my wreaths, kind of tone down a little bit with a lot of extra stuff because, well, for one thing, it keeps the cost down. And I'm getting ready to add I have an Etsy shop, but an Amazon shop, and I just think the simpler ones may go better. And they can be made quicker. And you know, I think that's what Amazon shoppers are kind of used to, is that quick service. So we'll see if my theory works. I don't know. You'll learn and try as you go. But that's my idea. After I get these ribbons on, I'm trying to twist these little ties down a little bit, like I said. But I like the combination. I don't know how the bow and the hat's going to work. We'll see. That's going to be enough, though. It's so full. But this would be a fast wreath to put together. If I could get Luann to make me a bunch more signs. And if it starts going, well, I will be needing them. Yeah, I've had one wreath that I have sold and sold and sold, and it's not too bad, but it's, you know, the grapevine, and they take longer. You can't put them together like you can these like in an hour. So that's why I was asking about the Christmas wreaths the other day, because both of those were real popular for me last year, and they both of those were easy to put together. So Ginger, you came into the video late. I'm assuming you're still on here, maybe not. But if you are, make sure you jump over and join my new group, because we're going to be doing some other stuff in there. I may go live in there from time to time. And it's really just for support. Do you make the Mr. and Mrs. Santa, Luann?
When she started wreaths, she didn't care for Deco mesh. Now she loves working with it.
That's
Goes
Luann.
fast.
Yeah, you know what? When I started making wreaths, I started with Deco mesh, and now I prefer working with the grapevines. I mean, if I've got the time to really create. But yeah, they do go faster.
She said she needs all the support she can get sometimes.
Oh, honey, we all do.
Everybody does.
We all do.
Ginger says she loves your ribbon choices.
Thank you. I had a hard time finding ribbon that I liked for this wreath. I knew I wanted to find some candy corn, and I couldn't find it in the 2.5. I kind of do wish I would have had it in the wider ribbon, but it'll be fine.
Luann White says she's got a Mr. and Mrs. Santa in her head. She's got to put it on 10.
Don't you hate it when that happens? Oh my God. I will wake up in the middle of the night with these ideas in my head, and I can't wake him up and be like, I gotta do this tomorrow, because he would think I'm nuts. And then by the morning, I forgot half of what I was thinking about.
But that's all right. I wake up in the
Senior
middle of the
moment.
night thinking about some cookies somebody sent.
He woke up the other night thinking about cookies that somebody sent me.
3 times. Shannon has become a follower.
Oh, well, welcome, Shannon. Shannon, is that what you said?
Shannon.
I don't see Shannon.
It's shown on my
Oh,
phone as she became a follower.
welcome, Shannon.
I think I still have admin status on yours, don't I?
I don't know. Probably. Okay, let's see. I got the top ring done.
Awesome.
Isn't that cute?
That's
He's
awesome.
adorable. Man, I'm loving this. Okay, now I'm going to fight through all this mesh and find the bottom ring and get the little ribbons on. He's so cute. A penguin, a cow, and
Blue
more
and white.
snowman.
Said she's going to do a penguin, a cow, and more snowmen.
A cow, that would be cute. The cows are really popular these days.
So were the snowmen riding the cows?
Oh my God. No.
Or the penguin riding the cow and walking with the snowman?
I have been asked to come back. Last year I did a wreath class for my daughter's employer. It was a benefit. They do a big United Way campaign. So, and I haven't, they want a winter themed wreath this year. They do all these different projects and events and things to raise money for the United Way, and they've asked me to come back for another class. So I haven't come up with a design, but I may get with you, Luann, to see. It just depends. I've got to find something that's easy.
Luann White said it was the pig.
What was the pig? I missed it.
I asked if the snowman and the cow were walking together while the penguin was riding, and she said no, it was the pig.
Oh. I am somewhere just completely in my own world, right? I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
We're just clowning. Would you like me to get your chicken going?
Sure, as long as you're still helping me. If you see like 500 people come on here, would you come recon this for me? I know.
Come on.
Don't tell me there's 500 people on here because I'll freak out.
I'm gonna bring the crew.
Ugh.
Right now you have 800.
Oh,
Or,
don't
I'm
even
sorry.
tell me that. He means well, y'all. He does.
I love her. She's my best.
He's a clown. Luann White is doing a benefit class in October. Yeah, mine's in October. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but we'll come up with something. Last year we did a fall wreath. It went really well. But this year I need to come up with I thought about doing maybe a snowman. And just use like the snowman faces. But I haven't decided. I may give them like 2 different choices or something. I don't know. Depends on how many people they have that signs up. And then I'll know better how to plan. He is a clown, y'all. I have 9 people. My numbers keep going up and down. Welcome, y'all. If I have not seen you or acknowledged your arrival into this craziness of this video, welcome. If you're new to my page or you catch the replay, my name is Vicki. The name of my business is GNR Design, and I make wreaths and centerpieces and different floral arrangements. And I have an Etsy shop, and I have a crazy husband who tries very much to help me. He is a very big help. This part is very monotonous because there's really nothing that I can show you, and I know it gets boring on your side of the camera because I'm just twisting in ribbons into these little twist ties. I do have a Mevo, Dina, yes. That's one of the things why I wanted to start this other group was, you know, I get asked a lot of questions like that. How do you do this, or what do you use for that? And I thought it would be a great place for us all to be able to share tips and what works and what doesn't. But yes, I have a Mevo camera that usually works. Tonight it was kind of being weird, but I use an iPad with it, and then I can see the comments on my phone. Okay, I've not got the top part done, but I'm going to show you what it's looking like on the bottom. And I'm always backwards, trying to get the face in the camera right. It's turning out so cute. I really love it. Somehow I feel like I'm short some ribbons, but maybe not. We'll see. I do like it. I do like it. The Mevo is, for things like this, it's a really big help. I want to get another one or some additional kind of camera that I can mount up here above me on the ceiling, and you know, it can look down when I'm working on a project on the table. The thing about that is you can't, I don't believe, unless you get some additional software, I don't think that you can switch between the two shots. So I don't know how I feel about doing it with the camera above my head and me looking up from time to time. I don't know. I don't know. I may try it and play with it. Eventually, I'm sure I will. I saw you the other day, Luann Douglas, having trouble with your camera, and I've seen a couple of them, and it looked like the picture was clear, but it was reversed. And I don't know if that's a phone thing or the Mevo. I don't know what causes that. Am I reversed? Y'all think is my stuff reversed? Let me see. I'd have to get something that was writing. Does this look backwards? I know on some phones, if there's a certain button you have to push to make it flip the right way. I think the Mevo does it right. I think mine does, but heck, I don't know. Usually, I mean, sometimes some of the videos that I've done, little things that I've done for my phone, I think they're clearer than the Mevo. But it's hard to be recording and see the comments at the same time. I think. I mean, the little ones that I've done, it seemed that way. The sign was correct. Okay, then the Mevo, I guess, turns it around the right way. I don't know. Technology is a challenge for me, y'all. I put mine on my Acron mount. I need to get one of those and pose it down. Yeah, I just have a regular, it's just a camcorder mount, but I mean, for the Mevo, it works fine. Yeah, it came with our camcorder, not the Mevo. And it works just fine. I'm not sure what kind of mount I would use if I can get the second camera. Oh, that burlap makes your nose itch, y'all. I mean, I don't know how I would mount it to the ceiling, and I don't know how I ended up with one. I must have cut one, not enough. Oh well. It is harder to read the comments, even just with 6 or 8 people on here when Jim steps away. I try to see what y'all are saying, but sometimes I miss them. I have a mount for my phone, but it pops off and flies across the room. I made the Scarecrow hat. I'll show you. No, there's no sewing in it at all. I glued it with burlap. It's just, I think it's like a 6-inch roll, and I just folded it over. I've got a seam in the back, and cut me a little brim out, and it's all glued. Glued it on, and put the little bow on there, and glued the ribbon on. I had to cut the ribbon in half, because it's this ribbon and it was too wide. But it turned out fine. Never made a Scarecrow hat before, and I really wasn't sure what it was supposed to look like, so I just kind of winged it. And I'm going to be winging it when I get it on his head, too. But I'll find a way to get it up there. Yeah, I think the hat will be adorable if I can get it on and it not fall off. I was tickled. I was out here at like 10 o'clock last night trying to figure out how to fold this hat. Thank you, Ginger. I could have sewed it, you know, and got real particular with it, but I didn't have time. I have a sewing machine, you guys. My mom bought it for me years ago. I've used it once or twice, and it's been in my closet for probably 15 years. I did used to like to sew, but I just don't have the time. Alright, somehow I screwed up, so we gotta cut some more ribbon. Oh well. I guess I could tell you guys where I got everything. I don't know how much more that I'm going to need. The ribbon, this ribbon came from, I believe, Craft Outlet. I don't think I can tell you about the blue denim because I got that probably a year ago. And I think it came from Trendy Tree. The candy cane or candy corn came from, I believe, Craft Outlet, and this one also the House Too. You can get these anywhere though. A sewing machine smaller than a toaster? Oh, yeah. You just are multitude of talents, aren't you, girl? I like to do florals. I like to do wreaths. I love to do centerpieces. And other than that, I like math. Isn't that weird? And I like to write. I like math and I like to write. I don't know. I'm odd. We're almost done. Yep, I think that's it. This is the last tie. Well, you're good at these faces. This one turned out adorable. So when I upload this video to YouTube, because I have a YouTube channel, I will put a link in there for your Etsy shop in case anyone should see the video and wants to find you that way. I should sign up to write articles for Damon's blog. Oh no, no way. I don't even have time to write articles for my blog. I have a blog and I try, but no. I would be, I saw where he had posted something about that, but that would make me too nervous. I can write for me. I don't know about writing for somebody
Luann
else.
said, "Thank you. You're wonderful."
Oh, you're very welcome, hon. You're very welcome. I mean, I wouldn't promote it though if I didn't like it, and it is a cute face. So I think I've got all the ribbon tails in. Maybe, I hope I didn't miss any.
Luann White said you have to check out your blog.
Yeah. I've not been really good about it, but I'm trying to get better. So here's the finished little face. Isn't it cute? From looking on the camera, what I see, it looks really cute. I hope you guys can see it well. Now I have to figure out how to get this hat on and how to get this bow on with all this mesh. So for a minute, I'm gonna put it up here on the wreath stand so I can get it where I want it. Oh my God, that burlap makes my nose itch. And then I'll probably have to lay it back down to get it on here. I'm thinking right about here. Yeah? You guys like it kind of at a slanted angle there? I hope so, because that's where I'm going to try to tie it in. Get it back over here. I guess I could do a live sometime on how I made the little hat, if you're interested. Here's going to be the trick, working through all this mesh, and I'm out of camera, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm finding a tie. And keeping him in the right spot. That's the hardest part, is adding the embellishments, a sign or anything like that that has to be tied on. And I lost my pipe cleaner. There it is. So I'm working these little pipe cleaners through the mesh, and I'm going to attach them to one of the metal bars down here where the sign is connected. And then I'll have to step back and see if I got him on there like I want him. You know, I don't think you can mess up a Scarecrow hat. He's not supposed to be perfect to start with, right? Oh, he's perfect. There we go. Oh, I guess I should have told you also, when I made the hat, I stuffed it with cellophane. So, I mean, you do get a little bit of a, if you look at it in the light, you can get a little bit of a shine out of it, but not much. I don't think it's enough to hurt it. So, let me see if I can get this camera. Oh, shoot. Like I said, I suck at technology, where you guys can see it a little better. I have this garland that I was thinking about cutting apart that's got the little candy corns, but honestly I think it's just too much. I don't think I want to add that in. But I do want to give him his little bow tie. I made a little bow, very simple, 3 ribbons, 6 little loops, And I'm going to try to get him centered right down here. And you know, after you put these things together, then you step back and you fluff and move things around and change this and change that. But you get the basic idea. But I'll have to have my back to you for a minute. Again, I'm working these pipe cleaners, if I can find both of them, through the wreath and attaching them to one of the little bars. There we go. Looks like a hot mess, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But you don't want to get the bow too tight because it'll sink into the wreath. Another. There it is. Okay, I'm sure I will come back through and fluff these ribbons again. But there's his little bow tie and his little hat. I think I have it straight in the picture. What do you think? You and Luann both did wonderful jobs tonight. Thank you so much. I think he turned out really cute. I will, I'm sure, go back through and fluff my ribbons up, move things around, because that's what I do. Because anytime you make something like this, when you step back, it always looks different. But you get the idea. Very simple, very easy to make. If you guys like the little sign face, Luann's got a whole bunch of different ones that she's made. I think she put her link to her Facebook page in the video. You guys should check her out. She does really, really cute work. But that's all I got for the night, y'all. Any other questions? I'm going to look through here and see if I missed anything. I ended up with 8 people. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. And if I did miss anything, I will come back in and try to answer anything. But if you're a wreath maker, like I said, if you came into the video late, I'd love to have you join us in our new Reinventing Grandma Facebook group. We're just in there to support one another, share tips and tricks, what works, what doesn't work, and build our own little community. But that's all I got for tonight, y'all. Thanks, and I will talk to you later.
Luann says you'll get lots of replies.